Yeah, what happened to the folks in Oklahoma, that was fucked up.
That's why I even say in some relationships, right? It's not always mutual. Sometimes one have to sacrifice more than the other, right? And I'm actually using that as so I'm using it now. Right? And you give me that, right? I'm not trying to argue. I understand. I agree with everything y'all saying. Stop playing with me. Yes, I do.
Because what you're not under, and now you're bringing it back to like mutual agreement and benefit and allyship, right? There has to be mutual benefit on both sides for it to be an allyship. And again, there was no benefit to slavery. There's no benefit from slavery for black people. So again, there was no allyship there.
It was not. It was because
that's for allies to the
listen to me.
No, according to that, please let me.
That's why I asked this.
Please let me ask you a question. I was asking a question, I get interrupted, right? So if you think there was a benefit, i.e. an investment, right? Where is the benefit from those who are related to the slaves that did all that work as slaves? Where's that investment benefit? Where is it showing up in, say, my neighbor has a family lineage and his great-great-grandparents were slaves, but he has no reaps of that benefit. So where is the benefit you claim exactly exists? Because if that was the case, right, there would not be a disparity of family wealth income, right? So that dude next door would have some family wealth from that lineage being passed on from the investment of his great-great-grandparents being slaves. But that's not the case.
We could have reparations. JCC. Let's do that. Have reparations.
Well, that's what I'm. No shit, Paul. However,
if there was a benefit, that if there was an investment that we seen, then we wouldn't always have these conversations about
exactly
reparations.
So, Paul, the problem is there is no investment.
Look, Ducky, this is crazy, right? When I talk about black issues, I'm usually talking about the black struggle, ain't I? Like the how we had to endure slavery or old reparation and all of these things, aren't I? Oh, Ducky, you hear me? Oh, he must. Okay, he's busy.
Sorry, I'm not listening.
Guys, you didn't answer my question, did you? Can you answer my question?
I think y'all got my stance wrong, bro. Y'all I'm not.
Got your stance wrong, bruh. So I understand an investment is. If someone is participating in an investment, there's going to be some benefit rewards. So show me the benefit rewards of someone who is associated with someone who is a slave. Show those to me. Hello?
Hello?
Bud. That's all you got, dude. It's a bud.
Look, the nuances. I'm not.
There is no.
Y'all want to go all into details. I'm not trying to mention how things were made, promises were made, and then reneged upon. There are a lot of things that we agreed upon that were reneged on in society, but that doesn't make our efforts. That doesn't make our work.
Wait. Are you saying that there was a promise? Hey, dude, you do this work, you're gonna reap the benefits later, and it's gonna be passed on to your lineage. Are you saying there was some kind of promise? Was there a contract arrangement? So what are you saying, dude? Are you making claims that you can't back up?
There were certain efforts made to restore the people that were enslaved.
What do you mean restore the people that were?
Well, not during. But after, yes, like that's why you. But that's what I'm saying, JCC. I understand, right? But I'm also. That's why I say Black history is American history, right? That slavery that Black people endured helped build what we call America, and thus it applies to American history and the efforts of Black to help build this place.
Nobody is negating that, Taz.
I know,
Yeah.
but I understand all the abuse and stuff.
Have yet to answer what have we seen that is a direct benefit from chattel slavery within the Black community? The answer is not a fucking.
I mean,
this is why everyone's asking for reparations.
I think there are certain unseen spiritual aspects,
Oh
but
my God! You know what? Jesus help.
I see, and that's why I'm trying not to go into the nuances, right? The investment, let's just call it a spiritual investment, an investment that kept us here, and some type of investment. Just make it an investment for the time being, right? So don't just disregard all our work that built the wealth of this place, right? It built the wealth of what we call America. We call home. This place is home. Americans, which we are.
I need specifics. Who benefited from that wealth directly? Was it us, or was it the slave masters and their families?
No, we didn't get generational wealth. We didn't benefit from the investment that we made, but right, we are still here in the place that helped build America, right? I'm making it more general, right? Yes, we sacrificed more and didn't benefit, right? But I'm trying to not demonize. I want to talk about greatness, that work, that blood.
Slavery should be demonized. Slavery is bad. Slavery is no bueno. Not good. No.
Bert, man, can you help me, bro? Because Bert know where I stand too, right? I'm not saying that slavery was good. I'm not trying to dismiss slavery. That was that chattel slavery that Black people endured is the atrocity of the earth that I say is greater than all things. That's part of what makes Black Americans are part of the greatest allies. We endured such things by those we consider allies to us, right? And endured it.
When did we think? What the fuck? When did Black people think that slave owners were our allies? When did that happen?
I'm sorry, my alarm was going off. When?
That's funny because literally mine did too. I said when did we think that? When did slaves think that slave owners were our allies? When did that happen?
I mean, sometimes you forced. I mean, that's what happens. Sometimes you gotta take, like I'm taking a situation and the lemons and making lemonade right now, right? I'm not trying to spoil it. Usually you hear me, you heard me speak. JCC heard me speak before. It's not like you hear, some people think I'm racist the way I speak.
I think you have a very skewed view right now. And you're ignoring historical fact, and that is my issue.
No, how am I ignoring historical fact when I'm actually making it history?
Black people benefited from slavery. No,
I'm not saying they benefited. I'm not saying. I say it was an investment that yielded no returns. You know what I mean? We invested, but other people took that investment and kind of mishandled it. You know what I mean?
So now you're changing. How you changing what you're saying?
So, Taz,
what the fuck?
I think you have the wrong understanding of investment the way you're utilizing. Because the only people that invested into the slavery was a handful of people that bought the ships, that got paid the people to go to Africa and bring people back. Those are the only people that invested, and it wasn't necessarily white or black. It was a handful of people, and that's it. When it comes to that, right? Another people that invested is the people that bought the slaves in America, that had the farms, the owners of the farms. It wasn't every single individual. So Black people did not invest into slavery unless they put money down or created situations where it benefited them to own slaves. So I think the word investment should not be utilized the way it is right now.
I understand, right? But I'm talking about the efforts of regardless of our place, right?
Sunday. And so we're still like obligating certain things, but then we're like, oh no, you don't have to do that over there. Well, why not? How come we can't just like
charge to the holiday cash and then the rest on my card, like this and that?
It's a different religion. It's new rules.
If it's $3, yeah, right.
Yeah, they should have instead. They should have just Christianized the
That's
Tanakh.
what happens. You gotta get me hurt.
I know you don't like that on normal. I'm sorry.
No. Listen.
I didn't hear you. What did you say? I said that Christians, instead of tossing out the law, they should have Christianized it. And said, you know what? I don't not like it. You can make any religion you want. You can be a Buddhist or
we did do that.
Baha'i. You can be any religion you want. I believe in religious freedom, not Smiler. Oh, okay.
We did do that, Smiler. We did.
Okay, you did do that.
Yes, because in the 3rd and 4th century, it became a full Gentile religion. That's the reason why when we were going over Mark 7, Mark 7:19, and then everybody was like, "Oh no, he's declaring all foods clean." Yeah, you know why they thought that? Because they had no more. They didn't have Jews in their camp telling them that this was a Jewish idiom.
Right.
But we know that now. Do you see what I'm saying? But we know that now. And I'm a Catholic, we had that shit wrong. Like you said, we had him looking like a hypocrite. That's the reason why even some church fathers remove the verse. If you go to the NIV, the verse is not there. The verse is only there under the RSV. If you go to the NIV, it's not there. Because they removed it because people were misquoting him, misrepresenting him, making him look like a hypocrite. They're like, wait a second, come on, we can't do this. But how are we going to explain it to them? They want deeper justification for not observing Torah. They're not going to just take Paul. They're going to want to take now and misrepresent what he's saying about all foods being clean with the hand wash. We went through this.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you, my brother. You can't, if you choose to observe the law, continue to observe the law. That's on you. You understand what I'm saying? That's on you. For me, I don't eat meat.
I wouldn't say I'm of the. I don't know. I don't like the word observing the law only because it's like because I don't want that to seem. I don't want it to seem like that's my main source. My main source is to look to Jesus and to follow his lead. And so what I do is I use the law as a reference point. So I'm like, okay, well, what does the law say? Because Jesus obviously didn't talk about everything. So I'm like, okay.
Let's see.
Point. I forget who gave this take, but they're like, the way I feel AI will work, it won't be a one winner. It'll be like the AI is like refrigeration, but the companies that really, made billions with refrigeration is like Pepsi and meat.
Right, that is American history and Black history, and it matters, right?
I have a grandpa. I have people in my family.
Curtains crack a line of gray. Kettle sings.
Hey, Shake.
And slips away.
Shake, do you want to take a round-trip flight to Iran with a hangover layover in Palestine? Or would you rather go to Iran with a hangover layover in Israel? Well, if you want, do you want to book your return flight ticket? from Iran back to Israel with a layover in Palestine, or do you want to?
Empty cup and a quiet sink. I watch the steam before I drink. Deepest breath of the day, let the hurry fall away. Hands around this little heat, slowly waking, slowly free. Breathe in, hold stone hall, circles drawn on the wall, candles drip, wax like time, hands held still, tracing soon. In the quiet, heart like a flame. This is the magic hour. Slow in the chest, bright in the dark of your mind. How amazed, let every breath realign. Eyes half closed, sparks inside. Name your fear, let it ride. Watch it turn. Just know what you see lies in you. How amazing in the quiet hour, heart like a flame. This is the magic of love. Slow in the chest, right in the dark of your mind. How amazed, let every breath realign. Inhale the doubt, exhale the weight away, away. Feel how the ground keeps you here, keeps you safe. everything heavy. Let's go. Lay your arm by the door. Every thought flows to the floor. Feel your ears like opening doors. Gentle tide on inner shores. Into the quiet, let it take you through the silence, softly, safely. Here in your body, you awaken. Here in your stillness, you are shaken free. Into the quiet, deep, into the real. Follow that shimmer behind your eyes. Tiny horizon, a velvet sky. Breath like a mantra, wordless. Each slow exhale rewrites your fate. Draw into the quiet, let it take you through the silence, softly, safely. Here in your body, you awaken. Here in your stillness, you are shaken free. Draw into the quiet, deep, into the real. I am safe. I am whole. I am more than I was told. More than I was told. I am alive. I am light. I am ground. I am the space inside the sound. Inside the sound. Into the quiet. Let it take you through the silence, softly, safely. Here in your body, you awaken. Here in your stillness, you are shaken free. Draw into the quiet, deep, into the real you. Inhale, soft and slow. Everything heavy, let's go. Inhale, soft and slow. Let's go. Lay your arm by the door. Every thought falls to the floor. Feel your ribs like opening doors. Gentle tide on inner shores. Drop into the quiet. Take your seat through the silence. Softly say, here in your body, you awake. Here in your stillness, you are shaken free. Drop into the quiet, deep into the real you. Follow that shoe behind your eye. Tiny horizon, velvet sky. Breathe like a mantra, wordless clear. Each slow exhale rewrites your feel. Drop into the quiet. You take your seat through the silence. Softly say, here in your body, you awake. Here in your stillness, you are shaken free. Drop into the quiet, deep into the real you. I am safe. I am safe. I am whole. I am whole. I am more than I was told. More than I was told. I am light. I am light. I am ground. I am ground. I am the space inside the sun. Drop into the quiet. See through the silence. Here in your body, you awake. Here in your stillness, you are shaken free. Drop into the quiet, deep into the real you. Inhale, soft and slow. Everything heavy, let's go. Hello?
And Donald, you're gay.
The only reason
Donald's not gay.
Donald is gay.
You're gay. You're projecting your gayness onto Donald.
care less about gay people.
Donald likes
Oh my
you.
God, who cares?
You both are
Being
gay.
called gay
Hello?
is not an insult. I don't care.
Hello, are we live on YouTube? Hello?
Yes, we're live on YouTube, Republican.
All right, let me go to the YouTube live and make a comment. I'd like to prove that God exists. I've been working on an equation for the past 2 weeks in my mathematical science labs. I got funding from George Soros, and I've actually drafted what I consider to be the perfect mathematical equation to convince Donald God exists. Now, this equation is specifically tailored and engineered for Donald's brain, because if we can't prove it to Donald, then the hopes of becoming Albert Einstein. Hello? Oh, okay. Okay, please hold. I gotta go to my lab and get the paperwork. I'll be right back. Actually, Donald, can I just leave? Can I just post the equation to your YouTube live so the world can see the brilliance of the equation?
Sure.
Just FYI, I spent many weeks on this equation, and I used AI from multiple different platforms, and I'm 100% convinced that this equation proves beyond a reasonable doubt, mathematically, scientifically, that God is real, and Donald's opinions are as valuable as the trash in your trash can. Hello?
Circle of salt on the floor. Candles breathe in the dark. You trace signs in the air. I feel them light up my heart.
Hello?
Your eyes close.
And I want to thank CM down in the audience for all of his negative criticism in the chat over the past couple of days. That's what really pushed me. Hello? 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 Yeah, I do math because I want to know the truth of the earth since my birth. And the truth is that CM is not as good as a mathematician as I am. I'm the best mathematician there is. CM is an amateur mathematician. And science. Anyways, I have my mathematical equation to prove that God exists, and I am complete. I'm gonna do it with my finger in the air. Okay, I just did the sign, everybody. I just did the mathematical equation sign of the infinity loop, and I have proven beyond reasonable doubts that God is.
I never got kicked down like everybody else.
I mean, when you can't control yourself, I have to.
Yeah, I want you to kick yourself down.
Okay, no problem.
Donald, please help yourself.
You whisper power like prayer.
I used my AAA card, so that's the one. Okay. Hands hover over my chest, heat like a rising dawn. Old scars flicker and fade like they were never drawn. You speak my healing, I speak the truth in yours. Two sparks twist into one, opening secret doors. Hey, wizard, one mirror, sorcerer, soul on fire. We sit in silence, and the universe leans in tighter. Every breath, a spell we share.
Power in stillness, setting us free.
In the space. That's why Mr. Wilson said what he said to you about delineation, because this shit is crazy. How is it that somebody, you a first generation?
Ash and salt and rain. I breathe in the thunder. Exhale a silver stream. Eyes close to the chaos. Palms lit with steady glow. I call down the stillness from stars you used to know. Kitover. This is my meditation, crown of quiet fire on my brow. I turn every shadow into soft golden brown. In this meditation, hear your wild heart slowing down. I hold a storm inside my hands until it bounds. Old words on my tongue tip, soft as falling snow. Your fears in the lantern, I watch them lose their hold. I trace you a doorway made of breath and light. Step through, leave your armor. You're safe in here tonight. In this meditation, prophetic fire on my brow. I turn every shadow into soft golden brown. now. Bare feet on the circle, ash and salt in a ring. I breathe in thunder, exhale a silver stream. A local comic is earning laughs on stage and praise in the gallery. Eyes closed to the chaos, palms lit with steady glow. John Kitover. I call down the stillness from stars you used to know. This is my magic meditation, crown of quiet fire on my brow. I turn every shadow into soft golden in this magic meditation, hear your heart slowing down. I hold the storm inside my hands until it burns. Old words on my tongue tip, soft as falling snow. Your fears in the lantern, I watch them lose their hold. I try